Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love MMA as much as I do. Michael Venom Page. How can Michael Venom Page beat Jared Cannonier in this fight? Shout out to Toron. He's been watching my channel for a long time now, so I figured I'd make these videos for him. He commented on my live stream last week about this fight during my spicy noodle challenge. So I figured I could do this one favor for him. Venom is 23-3 in MMA. He's actually one of my favorite strikers in MMA right now. He's a risk taker, actually. He always fights with his hands down like this and stands like this at a messed up position, just hoping that you let your guard down so he can kick the snot out of you. And that's what he does. He's got 13 knockouts and he has 3 submission victories. He's only been finished once. He does have a knockout loss to Douglas Lima years ago, and that fight, actually, he lost that fight by accident. Actually, if you look back at the film like I did, he went in for a kick. No, he went in for a punch and then or a kick, whatever it was. And then he went in for a strike. Okay, he went in, left his chin exposed, and then boom, got knocked out. That's what happened. And he proved that to be an accident when he went on and fought Douglas Lima again and got the dub over him. It was a split decision, but he did win regardless. I've looked at how Michael Venom Page has lost fights. He lost to fighters like Ian Gary, who's really good in the UFC, and he lost to Logan Storley a few years ago in a fight for the interim Bellator welterweight championship. He got out grappled in those fights. I've also looked at the level of competition that he's fought. He has fought and beat Kevin Holland, who's a really fun fighter to watch in the UFC. Actually, he's one of my favorite fighters. That's it about a lot of fighters. He's one of my favorites. To be one of my favorite fighters, you got to be a guy that's willing to stand up and strike. You got to be one of your favorites in your own way. For example, like Kevin Holland, he's excited. He knocks people out. He talks trash in there while he's fighting. At least he did years ago. There's the Leon Edwards story when he didn't get a title shot and was winning all the time. And then finally got his fight with Kamaru Usman and beat him. And the way he won it when he came back from losing the fight. You know, it's just several things that go into one of my favorite fighters. But my point is... he's also fought Paul Daly, who's a UFC veteran who's fought all over the world. He has fought Douglas Lima and beaten Douglas Lima. But outside of that, Michael Venom Page has not really fought anybody like big name former world champion yet. Cannonier, on the other hand, has done that. So, you know, but in terms of this, I'm not trying to make a prediction video here, but for Michael Venom Page to actually beat Cannonier, it's the obvious thing. He has to keep that fight standing. He would have to counter-strike Cannonier and put him out, probably with a head kick or a big hook. I mean, Cannonier's been TKO'd before in the past, including a messed-up stoppage. So I really only count 2 of those TKO losses. But besides the point, I mean, Michael has no business grappling his man if he wants to win. I do know that he has good submission defense. He was able to fend off some really good grappling attempts with Gary. Not getting taken down or anything like that. But Gary got him down and didn't finish it. He ended up beating him to a decision. But for Page, he needs to keep the fight standing. He needs to be more of a counter striker. He needs to be patient. He doesn't need to blow anything out of the water. He's got 3 full rounds to do that. Or is it Fight Night main event? I can't remember. But that's what he would have to do to beat Cannonier. And he might be a little hesitant knowing what Cannonier can do. Now, if he goes in and doesn't really respect Cannonier, that's his own problem. But because Cannonier's a legit knockout artist and he can grapple good. But if I'll put it this way, Michael Page, if Venom keeps his distance and he looks to counter strike, he's got plenty of time to get the job done. That's how he could do it.